Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And today, I think I have a very important subject to tackle, as it's been on my mind for a very long while, and just recently here, after making more and more XRP videos again, I noticed it is still very apparent, and still an issue that's quite a big problem. So, what I want to talk about here today is the current state of XRP, the XRP community, and everything revolving around that, so to speak. So, yeah, for me it's pretty difficult to make videos about this because I already know the criticism which I'm about to receive. So, if you at the end of my discussion here, or my little monologue, do think it makes a little bit of sense, make sure you press that like button to kind of help out the ratio. Having said that, what's the issue at hand, and what do I show in the background? I don't really know. The issue at hand is the current state of the XRP community and the expectations which people have. Let's set a basis here. I am extremely bullish on XRP. I've been holding this crypto for a very long while. I've been with them for a very long while, and I've been doing crypto YouTube since 2016 consistently, so I think I know my way around the crypto stuff, quite well. Having said that, I've noticed a really big shift throughout the years, of course, too, in how the people react to whatever I put out. So regarding XRP, people used to be very negative, always. Whenever I used to make an XP video, hate, always. It was a one-to-one. Then for a very long time, people loved it, and now piece by piece, it's starting to get more and more toxic, I noticed. Now, a logical part is, of course, as the community is right now being tested, as I see a lot of community members who used to be loyal say, hey, this coin has been a stable coin for too long, you're promising things or trying to promise things, you've been saying the same thing for months, without realizing that every single day right now could be the last before the lawsuit is over, before whatever we've been preaching actually happens. Because think about it, whenever I say, hey, XRP is going to be huge, look at what was said. It's another confirmation that whatever is going on for XRP/Ripple in the background is basically still going on. The overcoupling factor, by far, is this lawsuit which is pressuring on top. It's been that way for a very long while. But it's about the underlying factors about XRP's growth, about Ripple's, implementation of ODL. We see some steady growth for that. I've shown you the numbers in my previous video here earlier, I think yesterday. People forget that even though there's a lawsuit over covering, everything, which is basically why the value is down this much, XRP's progress still matters. And also, you got to consider, theoretically speaking, right, if Ripple/XRP was being kept down this much for such a long while, a lot of other cryptos would have lost all their community, would have gone into obscurity and be at place number 66 in the rankings and be done. They're still there, which is an amazing feat on its own. So whenever I talk about it being huge, I'm mostly talking about the perspective that once they get the lawsuit sorted, which once more, guys, could be any day. You don't really know. I don't really know. They really have a good future ahead of themselves because of the blocks they've been putting up during this lawsuit/important battle. People often forget that they have a really big literal pressure on top of their head, which is obviously why the price isn't going too crazy, if you ask me. Don't forget that. So even just now, that's literally why I'm making this video here. I noticed somebody say, you've been talking about XRP so much, but the price is still the same. Do we really think that's strange, though? Do we really think it's a bad thing? As I've said before, I personally think buying into XRP right now is one of the last solid chances, basically, to get ourselves a good deal. I mean, there's a couple of other cryptos that I've bought in the meantime, metaverse coins, for example, because I personally believe, hey, they might give me some better short-term gains here that I can put into XRP. But at the end of the day, I believe XRP is solving a real problem. I really honestly believe in the mission, and so I want to keep a good chunk of my coins in that crypto for when it does launch. Could be any time though, and that's the difficult part of buying this crypto and holding this crypto. You don't know exactly when it's going to pump. The second part of the problem, sort of, is the current state of XRP community, in the sense that it's kind of shifted. People were always hopeful because riddles were really popular back in the day, and even now, I still think there's quite a lot of loyal following to like the Riddler sort of, shenanigans. From the perspective that people like these ideas that XRP is going to do really crazy things in terms of price in the shortest amount of time, or their coin that they're buying into on the XP ledger nowadays, as again we've seen with some tokens being created on there, just the expectation of gains basically is I think sometimes too severe. So let's kind of put up a little reasonable expectation for myself, right? What am I expecting for XRP? Gonna be honest with you, I don't really know what price is gonna hit at what point, because it's impossible to say. There's a lawsuit lingering. We haven't really seen the XRP in a bull market perform since 2017 without the lawsuit on its top. So we don't really know exactly what way it would perform. From the same perspective, we can't know how crazy it's going to pump because we've never seen a crypto do it before. This is going to be the first of many, and so it's going to be a really experimental thing. Where can it go eventually, the price? Nobody really knows. So saying $100 is impossible or saying it's definitely going to happen, everything like that is just wishful thinking, because at the end of the day, we can't really look that far into the future as there's a lot more tackles on the short term to kind of fight and battle. But what I mostly mean with talking about the XP community's kind of interesting point right now, turning point, I've seen so many people turn to airdrops and XP Ledger NFTs, not because they're getting them for free or excited about the technology. People often say that, but they're not. It's not the truth. A lot of people think that's the way to make money right now, and they'll shill it to you to the bitter freaking end. Look at, for example, XR Doge, right? Am I buying it? No. Do I think it can do well? Yeah. Does it help for XRP adoption? Absolutely not. So I've had this discussion a couple of times, and I, of course, do want to know what I'm talking about whenever I'm shouting something like this, because I know the XR Doge community, for example, is so big, specifically in the XRP community and in my comment section. So I'm not going to say, hey, screw your crypto token. No, I still hope for you that it does well. I will not buy into it, but I do hope the best for you, and I already noticed the negative things. I'm going to see that now. Let me say it like this. There's a really distinct difference between XR Doge and XRP. From a certain perspective, they should be completely different communities, and they don't really align with the same value, where XRP is, in literal sense, right, being the proper remittance currency. Let's call it like that. And XR Doge is literally a joke made to make money, period. There's not really anything else which I can add right there. I've told you guys before, XRP Ledger tokens are really amazing in the sense that they're extremely efficient, extremely juicy. I like them a lot. But the way in which they're implemented right now, there's only a couple of tokens being created thus far that I think are really, really well built and will actually provide value to the XRP Ledger. Because think about it from the perspective of Ethereum. How many tokens can you think of that are really useful? Most likely quite a lot, right? But how many tokens can you think of that are purely there to basically fill up the Ethereum network with void that don't really aid to Ethereum whatsoever? Let's say, for example, a Shiba Inu, right? But there's a ton of other examples I can kind of think of. How much value does that bring to the actual network instead of just congestion? It's kind of difficult, right? And how much do you think Shiba Inu did for the overcoupling platform? No. Because I'm thinking the Shiba Inu community and the Ethereum community are two completely different parts of the freaking park, so to speak. Now, then again, what I kind of want to point that towards that I'm noticing, instead of people valuing the research for XRP and their achievements and whatever's going on with the XRP crypto in terms of the partnerships and everything like that, or the XP Ledger purely from a technological perspective, people right now are focused purely on NFTs and airdrops because, I mean, they can make money that way and it's free. So people, of course, like to hype this stuff up, which I think is good on its own. But we're seeing a really big shift from people being excited about XRP to people only being excited about quick money, quick riches, quick things, and mostly it's all because XRP has been stable. But why I keep making these videos for XRP will do amazing, XRP is doing this, that, or XP thoughts, is partially to keep the community excited, but also partially because we shouldn't forget, even though so many are distracted now with other things because XP is kind of stable, which I get, and I respect that. Everybody got their own thing. We shouldn't forget why we got into this crypto in the first place and why we're holding on to it for such a long while. Because of the end goal, and because of what they've built, what they're building, and because of the appeal for how this is going to change the world. At least, once more, guys, that is my opinion. That's why I've kept holding for so long. That's why I'll keep holding for so long. I'm not here for the meme coins. I'm not here for the into XRP, right? For the quick money. The value is going to increase, and I like that a lot. At least that's my expectation. The value is going to increase. I like that. But the problem which it's fixing, I think, is actually way more important. And the fact that I can have such a crypto that I can invest in for the next couple of years that gives me this certainty because I know the problem that they're fixing. I know the road ahead, and I know the lawsuit will most likely be in their favor, my own expectation. That's what keeps me going. Not the fact that, oh, this new NFT I can make a couple of dollars with real quick on the XP Ledger is way better than XP. That's not what I went to XRP for. If I want to make quick money, as I've shown you guys 1,000 times on this channel here, I'll go to a couple of the gems that I know will do well, where I can 100x my money with real quick. Or I'll buy a certain altcoin, like for example the ones in the metaverse, that are just extremely low risk, high reward, basically, of doing well. I put my money in the cryptoverse here, really well thought out, and I just think that the XP community is shifting a little bit more towards hating XRP piece by piece, a lot of the guys, right? And I can really, with confidence, say this because I see my thousands of comments on XRP, and I've done, I think, more XRP videos than anybody on this planet, maybe, because I've done thousands of them. So I can obviously see when things are changing. But all I want to say, guys, is I haven't given up. I don't think I'll ever give up because I know the longer term value. And even though I see so much hate in the community shifting towards more being kind of saddened about the stableness, for example, and even I sometimes makes jokes about the stable coin thing, I think it's for a good cause. I know the consequences that are going on right now. I know the circumstance, I should say. And so, yeah, I believe in the journey. So people shitting on the channel here for saying, oh, why are you talking about XP still? Or other people saying, oh, no, have you given up on XP? And I see all the different kinds of things. Just know I still have the values in my head. I'm not getting too distracted by some of the quick get-rich opportunities. I hope you guys make a lot of money with the XP Ledger meme coins, for example. Personally, wouldn't say buy into them. I hope there's a couple of really good coins that get built in there too. I'm gonna, basically try my best to push them out if it's possible. X-Punks, for example, is it good? Is it proper? Well, from the perspective that that's actually something that I think it might get more appeal. Actually, the whole NFT space on the XP Ledger, there's a couple of good things out there that can be built. That's for sure. And Ripple's also pushing that. But the way it's right now, I've seen Twitter, for example. If you look through, Twitter has changed up from being this really powerhouse of information for XRP to being free airdrop right now, sign up please, to free NFTs, sign up please, like you also see with Ethereum. And a couple of people said, please, why are you talking only about XRP in a negative light like that? Why not Ethereum and stuff? For the Binance Smarts and Ethereum, really the same. But XP used to always be kind of different. When I used to type in XRP, the only thing I would sometimes see is some free giveaways, but usually it was just more factual stuff, and it's kind of switching over. So I'm not really sure that I like the whole airdrop culture and NFT culture too much. Then again, it will bring more livelihood and more social credit to it, so at the end of the day, it might be good. But right now, it's not a good period for it just quite yet. But it is because the XP price is just boring, and people are kind of trying to look for different things. But at the end of the day, just want to quickly say, guys, I haven't lost my faith. I'm still with it. And I want to know from you guys in the comments section too. Are you still holding on to your XRP? Let me know down there. And yeah, I believe in it so much, guys. It's so strange to kind of put this into words, how certain I am of this investment, I guess. But yeah, you'll probably see more of that stuff in my videos, sure, soon to come. But that's why why I always keep the bullish titles. It's because I am. And I know that every day could be the last day before the big pump. So, yeah.